Hello and welcome to another Building Seed update. This week we're working on our hangar bay on this left side of the MOC. I need to change up this wall a bit, figure out if any specific design I'm doing in here, if I'm going to copy this one or do something a little bit different, and then get to work on this hangar. Hopefully we can finish it this week. Okay, so first up today we've got an extra large haul. This is from the Lego store, eBay, and Bricklink. Yes, I believe I ordered from all three for this one. Actually, I didn't order this. I went to the actual store for this one. I won't do that last because that's the most different one. If you're wondering why this video is a bit longer than all my other installments, this is why. I've got a good load of stuff from hauls. So we'll go in size order. We'll start from the smaller one, go at the bigger one, then look at that one, even though this one's bigger than that one, but whatever. So first up in here we've got a package inside a package, and inside this package we have minifigures. This was my Bricklink order. First up we have a dwarf from The Hobbit. I believe this is Bofer, although it might be Biffer. It's one of those two. Basically, my aim is to collect all three of Thorin's company from The Hobbit to make some Hobbit MOCs at some point, because I really like all these guys. I believe this is my 10th one out of the 13. I just need to get Thorin himself, ironically, and then Oin and Gloin, and then I've got the whole lot of them. So that's really cool. Yeah, happy with him. He's nothing related to Theed whatsoever. This guy, though, completely is. Here is Captain Panaka from, I believe it's the 2010 or 2012, I think it's the 2012 Sith Infiltrator. And he was exclusive to that set, and I found a pretty good deal for this guy. I believe he was only £6, as was that guy. I think with postage this came out for like about 15 in total, or something like that, which is pretty good for this guy, I think. And he will be pretty well. Of course, he's going to be useful to Naboo because he's the captain of the guard at Naboo. And I really like these type of figures, and I've only got 2 from the Flash Speeder, so it's good to have one more. Speaking of Naboo, this is one of the biggest additions to it that I'm not actually building, but in terms of just putting in. Okay, after a good bit of wrangling with this bubble wrap, we can see that it is in fact a Naboo N1 Starfighter from, I believe this is the 2015 version, which is the most recent version of this ship. And oh boy, this is a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. And that's 1 and 2 engines. Is that everything in there? I believe that's the lot. So if I click this under, I believe it should just go. I just slow that in like so. And then this will come on like that. And then this will clip under. Okay, that needs to go under, and then it clips to that, and then like that. Okay, and then that should just slip on top. Yes, here is the Naboo N1 Starfighter. I did buy this knowing it would come incomplete. Basically, from the set, it doesn't include any of the other vehicles or the figures, and it's missing the cockpit piece as well as the back, one of those little rods. But besides that, it's all there. That's a very wonky sticker, and I'm pretty sure it's also missing 2 stickers on these front 2 wedges. But besides that, it looks like an N1 Starfighter. I can definitely put that windshield back on. This is very much bigger than I was expecting it to be, so I don't know if I can actually fit this into Theed somewhere. If it might mean actually shortening these wings. just to try and fit it a bit. Because I do like this ship and I think it looks cool. It is just large. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And I'm pretty sure I only got this for like, it's probably the same price as those figures, about 15. So yeah, I'm happy with that. A little jumper for R2 to fly out of. So yeah, let's get on to the Lego store haul. We've got a Lego store haul, it is a Lego store haul, a Pick a Brick haul. And also there's actually a small eBay package in here. So I'll open that up first. It's no pieces for actual tea, just something that I've always wanted to try out. Here is 10 custom. I'm not sure where these are from or who made them. I just found them for a pretty good deal on eBay. So I doubt they're like any official brick arms or whatever. A bunch of these clone DC-15 blaster rifles. Yeah, I think they look pretty cool. Just something to change up my clones with these cooler blasters. They've got tons of detail on them, even like a trigger and everything. Super happy how they showed out. And I believe I've got 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 of those. So that'll be cool for some clones at some point, or whoever. But this is the big thing. If you didn't know how Pick-a-Brick's working right now with everything happening, you tell them what to fill your cup with just off of this like base plate full of the bricks they're offering at the time, and they'll fill your cup for you. And because you personally can't, because what I like to do is I spend a lot of time to get as much value out of these cups as I can. So as they can't do that right now, what you do instead is they put some more on the top. So you're pretty much actually getting more value than you did before the virus. So there's one upside. So here's the, I'll show you just the cup on its own first, although I think a lot of stuff stuck to the top of it. Yeah, there's a couple bits still stuck to the top. Oh. The tape's come off, but here it is. Here's a bunch of pieces for Theed. I'm not going to open it all up right now, because it's only like the pieces you see here. The bottom is all full with these more of these little leaf pieces. These will be used for both the bushes and the platforms, as well as the, like, when you see Theed, like, all the sides of the walls are full of vines and stuff. So those will be super useful, and just for plants in general. Moving up, you've got something that I've been desperately needing a lot more of, which is tan 2x2 tiles. Unfortunately, they only had jumpers, so I couldn't get that many. So I didn't want to get that many because I don't want it all to just be jumpers, but this will be able to save my actual normal tiles for when I need them. So it's just useful to have these. And then above them, you can see I've got a couple of these like gold details. There's two types of brick in here of gold. That one with the nice little plume detail on the side. And then that one, you can see a couple of them in there. Those will just be for side detailings or on the roof, just to give it a more royal feel, as gold is a royal colour. And then above, you can see just a couple of 1x4 sand green bricks for the roofs. You might be thinking, that's not enough green for the roofs. Well, that's when we get into here. The guy gave me a ton of these 1x4 sand green bricks, as well as more of the jumpers, which I didn't even ask to put the jumpers in, he just put them in for me. So these are going to be super useful for Theed and all over the roof. And even if I haven't entirely figured out how I'm going to build my roof yet, and even if these aren't ended up using on the roof of Theed, look at these. It's a very useful piece in a colour that is very rare. I believe like the cheapest one in the UK right now is like like 9 pence for one of these. I think that and the value of all these have definitely made the money back for the cup. I only got a small cup because what I initially went to find and what I thought was there, and unfortunately had run out of stock. That was actually for my next mock, which will be coming by the end of October, because that's when my deadline is for it. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you this quick little Lego store haul. Now let's get to the build. Okay, so I just stacked these 1x4 sand green bricks all in a big pile, just to see how many I had and to clean up this space before I go back to my build table. So shiny, you can see the reflection of the room in it. Look at that, nice and new. Yeah, so I counted these all up, and I've got a whopping 112 of them just in this stack, and there's a couple more in there, maybe like 20 more. So I'd say I've got about 130 of these, which are going to be super useful, that's a word, for many mocks. And I've got a nice little pile of these tan bricks. That'll work for a good bit of the feed, and I've got a lot more of those in here. And just, yeah, as I showed before, so super cool. Let's actually get to the build station now. Okay, so I've started by ripping out this wall completely, and I've put together 3 different designs for pillars. Here, I'm not sure which one to use yet because they're all good for different reasons. I think the most accurate one's probably this one or this one, because there's 2 struts, but this one looks a bit, I don't know, cleaner. So I put it to a vote on Instagram. By the time you're watching this, that vote will be long over gone. So unfortunately you can't vote right now, but if you want to check out my Instagram, it's just Not That Sam Smith. The same as my YouTube, just with an underscore in between each name. Each word even. So let's see, I'll check back on that in about an hour. That's how long I'll give it, because I just want to keep building and see whichever one's winning, and I'll just go with that. Okay, as you can see, I've put together my, it's sort of like a micro scale version of that back wall of Naboo, of the hangar bay in Theed. And I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Obviously these white lines weren't perfectly put together. The construction of this just went through a lot of quite finicky designs. I don't know if that's helpful to show you how I built it on the back side. Basically, there's snot bricks behind each of those, that, like, those 2 tall snot brick ones. I've got those in each of those gaps all along here. And I think it creates a really pretty cool look. For where it is, I've got an exceptionally limited amount of space for what goes in here. So, I'm not quite sure what's going to go in there specifically yet. I did want to add in those like round things. You see, I don't know what they are, but there's like big like circular things across the base of the hangar. So I'm going to put those in, probably 3. And then beyond that, I'm not sure where to go, if I'm just going to have like a shootout in here, or if I'm going to put in like an actual scene from something. But let's have a look. Let's get in that floor. Okay, so it's a bit later, and as you can see, I've put in the flooring to this room. I've just gone for black and white tiles, just for something a little bit different for the rest of the mock. And I've got these like round, like, storage canister things. I don't really know what they are, but they are seen in the hangar. As I mentioned earlier, I got a Naboo Starfighter, and yeah, there is no way on God's green earth that's fitting in there. So I'm most likely going to have it flying above the mock like this. That's my intention for that. I've just got my 3 Naboo guards in here, and they've almost filled the entire room on their own. So I'm probably just going to leave it like this and have a little bit of a fight scene going on, just to show off more of the room than anything story-wise. This side will probably just be a blank wall with some details in it, similar to that probably. But for this side, actually, I'm not sure. I was thinking for this side to do the door of the way the ships fly out of the hangar, but I'm just worried about structural stability because I've already taken out this one wall, meaning I've only got this wall left to support it. So if I've got a lot of weight on top and these are just big empty gaps here, the entire weight of the towers could just cripple everything underneath. So I might have this as a hanger flying out, but most likely it's just going to be another wall. This wall will be empty, and then this door, I'm intending to have a door in the same style as the one Darth Maul enters through at the beginning of the Duel of the Fates fight in episode 1. I've got an image of it here. I'm trying to very much dodge the camera so you don't quite see my face. But as you can see, we've got these like dark, like mechanical details here in like a rusty copper colour, and these like shades of big triangles in the bottom. And this was very hard to create in LEGO because I ended up only having I think it's an 8x6 space I had to build. So what I eventually came up with was this. It does not look great and I'm not really all that happy with it, but it's probably the best I'm going to come up with. So I've got these triangle shapes which are meant to represent those ones, and then I've put some dark tan on the layer behind, not dark tan, it's dark orange, on the layer behind here so you can kind of get some orange through in the corners. I'm not hugely happy with this, that's just how it's turned out. So I'm just going to pop that in there. That's where that's going to live, as the door just on this other side. I'm going to have some tan up here. So let's get these walls done. That's pretty much the hanger finished, I think. And there we have it. Yeah, as you can see, I've created a similar thing to what I did on the window. Sorry, I've moved around the feed quite a lot, so the first one's actually up there. And the way I did the window is kind of hard to see in this one, but it's much more obvious here. And I think it's quite a nice, like, it's a little bit cartoonish, but I like how it looks. With just the green mountain and the blue sky behind it. And I've just set up a couple of scenes, some security battle droids and some Naboo officers with my new Captain Panaka leading them, who I really like, by the way. So yeah, this is the hangar bay. I need to get some more specific plates, those corner ones, to finish off this wall properly. And I need to get some kind of way to get these tiles on. I still need to finish all this up, but that'll be done next week. So, but this, the inside pretty much is the completed hangar. That door there in place. I still don't really like the door, but I'm mostly going to be showing it from this side because I like it much more this way. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment on anything I can improve for next week, and subscribe to the channel for more updates on Theed, as they will come every Saturday. Thank you and bye.